that's exactly the result they needed.
New set of downs from 37. Throwing now on first down. Finds his back. A-Chan. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
They're throwing it. That one's complete, right side. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They'll go play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Jalen Walker. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Stopped by Deion Henley.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Let's go now.
Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Offense in a hurry up here.
37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Penix here from the gun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his back, Devon A-Chan there. So it's second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again on second and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Looking underneath, and the back brings it pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Throwing it again here. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Still sticking with the passing game. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to get more interceptions. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They are throwing it again. And he sails that one over the end zone.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal from the left hash, about 31 yards out. Fitzgerald sends this through, and they're able to get 3 points off that turnover. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On now is York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Dropping back to throw. Caught out left. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's go. Quick toss here into the hands of Brown. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sticking to the air here. Dumped off to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
From the red zone on first. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go!
And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Dolphins tie things 10-10. Tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard
line. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Throwing from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary order. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
On first down, here's Penix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kicked off by Noah Williams. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions. Inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They send a man in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Good work to help reset those chains.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
And that is what we call a stat stuffer. First, Kate, he picks it up, and then he gets into the backfield and gets home for the sack, and now he is just feeling it. He's thinking to himself, today is my day, and let me tell you, as a former quarterback, you don't want any defender ever thinking and playing with that confidence.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Rolling into enemy territory. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 10. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Now come out throwing. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there. And that is a Dolphins first down. Pass play coming here. Go right side, caught by Smith. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Throwing it again here. He dropped it. He dropped the interception. That was a risky throw and a check down of all things. Really went the other way, but only an incompletion on 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
2nd and goal. At the 12-yard line.
Another for Achane. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. It's a 38-yard look here.
A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick is blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 35. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. At the 20. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. A shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, you're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Running back motions right. To pass on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep here. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
2 yards. That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. They send the tight end in motion. Working on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's going to throw it again. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Dolphins cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Dolphins 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. No, up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. Here going play fake with Penix. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
72.
Looking to throw. Goes right downfield to Olave. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 72.
Robinson on the inside give. And dodged the tackle. It's a solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons leading by 7. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Cowboy.
Staying with Robinson. Headed right through the middle of the field. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Dolphins 17. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
To throw. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football off the turnover on downs.
It's a
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Going right side, Robinson with it. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Complete to John Robinson. And the stop is made at the 32, so give them almost enough for a new set of downs. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Third and just 2 to go. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. Chris Olave with the touchdown. York now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Falcons 38, Dolphins 17. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. And stick with Achane. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Finds his back, Achane. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And it sets up 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Hey, in this situation, why not? I'll just go ahead and go for 2 here.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got a man. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. They'll time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. It's close, but oh yes, the Dolphins got it back. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They're going to pass it here. Ooh, put some air under this one. Right side. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.